Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to my channel. So today we got the baby mama's car. Yep, that's what I said, the baby mama's car. It's a 2018 Dodge Charger, and she is having an issue with her radio. She's having the digitizer being separated from the screen itself. As you can see, like this spot right here. So I think if I turn the vehicle on, you guys will get a better understanding. So the buttons and the touchscreen right here doesn't work. Only some of them, like anything in between here, doesn't work. You might can get away with down here, but as I said, like, yeah, anything up here, not gonna work. So what we have to do, we have to go ahead and remove this panel right here, this whole section, the dash, and we're gonna need a pry tool in order for us to do that. And then once we remove the dash, we're gonna remove the radio. All right, and we're gonna just need like a Phillips screwdriver to get the 4 screws out. So let's go ahead. So we got one clip out right there. Just work your way around this. So as you can see, guys, these are the clips that it's been held in from behind. Let's put this aside. All right, so next we're gonna go ahead and remove these 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could either use like a Phillips, or I think these are like some 4mm socket, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this Phillips that I have. All right, so once we remove the 4 screws, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull the radio out like this. Put away our screws, and at the back right here, you might want to take a picture. Let me bring this up closer. So you see all these connections back here. You want to make sure that you probably take a picture, or it's pretty simple, guys. These are color coded, so you won't have any problem putting them back. But you just want to go ahead and start removing these by pushing down the clip and pull out right here, pushing the clip and pull out. And as you can see, they all have their color, so the port, so you know what connection goes to what. And this one right here, actually, let's go ahead and remove this one first. So you want to push this in, tab, and pull out. That's out like that. Now for this one right here, we're gonna push this down and pull, just like that. And now here we have our radio. It's been out. Let's go ahead and bring it in the garage and take it apart. We're going to be removing these, let me see, 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's take it apart and get the digitizer replaced. Alright guys, so here we are inside the garage. This is how the radio looks. And these are the tabs that we're going to be prying, using the screwdriver to pry this metal piece over. And there's probably like 6 or 7 of them, 8 of them. And we're just going to pick a side to start from. You can pick from the top, bottom. But here is where also the glue is like seeping from underneath the metal. So here, we're going to start from right here. And we're going to pry the metal over these tabs right here. That's 2 of them at the bottom. And at the side we have 2 more. Here's the other one. So all we're doing, we're just using the screwdriver to get underneath that metal piece and lift it up so we can pull off that black metal piece right there. And we have 2 at the top as well. And the final 2 at the other side. So once we have that, once we have those tabs released, we'll lift up this metal piece like this. But also be careful because there is a wire that runs from that metal piece right to the radio itself, so you gotta be careful. What we need to do is now remove the screws from the back, so I just like put this back on and put it on the face, and we're going to be removing these screws behind. I believe there should be 6 of them. Alright, so once we have all the screws removed, we're gonna turn it back over, so you gotta be careful because now the screws are removed. You gotta hold everything tight once you're trying to flip it right over back again. And I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and try to release these tabs again because we put it on the face of the screen, but that's alright. They're pretty easy to be removed. Alright, so here we have the middle piece lift off again from the base of the radio. And as I said, be careful of this wire right here that's hanging, that's connected between that frame, metal frame piece and the radio itself. And now we're going to go ahead and remove these two connectors back here. So all I did was just like flip the piece that's holding down the connectors. It's pretty simple. There they are. Now what we can do, we can just put this aside. Put this aside for now. Because we're going to be working with just the digitizer itself. We're going to be getting underneath the digitizer right there using something flat like a squeegee or something that can get between the digitizer and the LCD itself, the radio. So you want to pick a side, and that's alright if it cracks, guys, because we're going to be replacing this. And once you get underneath it, you just want to go around, all the way around, until you get like the glue separated from the LCD itself. So we're trying to separate the digitizer from the LCD. And there it is. That's what it looks like, guys. Like there's like adhesive lined all the way around the sides of that, and we're gonna need to clean this off. So I have some alcohol little rubbing pads right here. I have a adhesive sticker remover and microfiber towel, and we're just going to be rubbing this. You want to spray the towel or the rag, the microfiber rag, and not the LCD screen itself, but we can use that and just like wipe on top of it, just to get off the stickiness and the adhesive that's left behind. And you just want to gently wipe right around a bit. You just want a gentle wipe right around it, guys. No pressure, no rush, just gentle wipes right around it to get the adhesive off. Use as much of the sticker remover. You can use goof off as well if you do not have this, but both works well. Here's what it looks like right now, with just a bit of elbow grease to it. We're just using the sticker remover. I'm going to use some rubbing alcohol pads right now. And we just want to gently rub over the surface of it. Go ahead with a microfiber cloth and clean it up some more. Alright guys, so what I'm going to be doing from right now is just continue using the sticker remover, some alcohol pads and piece of paper towel just to get this thoroughly clean. We want to take off all the excessive adhesive that was on it before, just to get it nicely prepped for the next digitizer that we're going to be using to place over this. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward this, or you guys can just go ahead and continue to clean this up as best as possible, and then we're going to bring our digitizer out to replace it. Alright, now that we've finished cleaning our screen, here we have our brand new digitizer that we're going to be using, and we're going to be removing the adhesive that is right around the edges of the digitizer here. It's at the four corners, so we're going to go ahead, because this is a double-sided tape, guys, so we're going to remove all the four pieces at the corners. Have that piece off. Then let's take off the next piece that goes around it. Now that we have that piece off as well, we have all pieces around the digitizer off. We're going to be folding back this screen protector right here. We're going to go ahead, we're going to line up the digitizer to the screen so it flushes with all the edges. So we want to make sure we have this lined up properly, guys, because we already took the adhesive off of it. So once we put it down, we want to make sure all the edges are lined up properly. And once you have the edges lined up properly, then you can start seal it from the sides all the way around. You want a gentle press on the edges. Do not press in the middle. Do not press in the middle of this, guys. That's where you'll mess it up. Just do the edges lightly, gently press it around the edges, just like what you see I'm doing right now. So it sits on it properly. But you do not want to press in the middle of it. You do not want to do that. If you do that, you'd have to just start over again with a brand new one. So you see there's no marks in the middle. There's no, the screen is not like touching the LCD. The digitizer is not touching the LCD in this one like has before. This is well put on right now. So all we need to do now is grab the base of the radio. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I put the digitizer aside, but I'm to take some time to clean up the frame of this, because remember it had the glue and all that. So I'm just using some alcohol wipes to just wipe it down inside the frame, around the frame, just before I put the digitizer back into the slot right here. Alright, so if yours is not that bad, then you can go ahead and skip this part. But the glue had run out on the front of this, so I'm just using some sticker remover and alcohol wipes just to clean it up, so it can look really, so look nice again, pretty much. Alright, so now that we have the frame cleaned up, we're going to bring back our digitizer here, and we're going to need to connect our connectors to these two slots right here. Alright, so let's get this set up real quick. We're gonna open up the base or the frame right here. And we have the two connectors. We're gonna line them up. And these are just clips, guys. I'm sorry I can't zoom in, but you'll see what I'm talking about once you open it and you see it. It's something easy that you just line up the cables into the slot and push down the clip that holds the cable in. All right, pretty easy. I'm not a electrician or anything like that. This is just basic stuff. All right. So now once you have those two clamped down in their slots, you put your whole LCD screen into that the base of the radio, kind of fit it back inside of it, make sure everything looks flush. If you need to move it around to have everything looking good, then go ahead and do so. So let's go ahead and we're going to take off our plastic cover right now before we put the metal frame back over it. And try not to touch in the middle of the screen, guys. Try not to touch it. That's your main goal right now. We get this middle piece over it, all lined up. And remember, it's just like the tabs at the sides. We're just gonna push them back in. There they are. But we gotta line this up properly first. Alright. We're gonna be turning this over on the face downwards of on the radio so we could put the screws in the back. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like zoom through this, fast forward real quick, and get back to where we're gonna turn it back over. Alright, after adding back our screws, we're going to turn back the radio over, having the screen facing up. And we're going to check the sides just to make sure we have these tabs at the side, like the metal piece over the tabs right here. I'm going to just push these in all the way around. There's two at the bottom. There's two at the side, two at the top, and two at each side pretty much. So you want to make sure these are like flushed over it. Just like that. This one was kind of loose, so we're going to push the metal piece over the tab, let it click down like that on each side. And once everything feels secure, guys, we can go ahead and, this is how it looks. We can go ahead and we're gonna go add this back to the vehicle now. Alright, so let's go hook it up back to the connectors in the vehicle, guys. And here we are in the vehicle. Remember, we have each of these cables that are color coded. We're going to start off with this one first. Then we're going to move on to this big one right here. We're going to push it in, and the lever up top right here. We're going to push that lever down to secure it. And now we have our other connectors right here, other cables. All of these color coded. Now we're going to start off with the purple looking one first, because this one is, you got pink. We don't want to get that mixed up, guys. You have a pink one and you have a purple looking one, so this one goes first. Then we have the white one. Now this yellow one, I know it has like a blue bottom, but it's the yellow one. And this one right here goes into the last port right here. Alright, so now that we have that in and all our cables in, we can now put back our radio in its place and get our 4 screws. Sometimes you just gotta wiggle this in, guys, because of the cables at the back. So we just gotta have to try to wiggle this in. Alright guys, so after we have our radio back in position and everything is lined up, we're gonna grab our screws and start putting them back in. Alright guys, so before we put our dash trim back on, if you're having trouble putting back your vents, your AC vents back in place like this, I'm just showing you a quick way or a quick tutorial again on how you just replace this. Because when you took it out the first time, some of you vents might have came out or whatever. So this is just how, a quick way, I'm showing you how you put it in before you put the whole entire dash trim back onto the car. So you can go ahead and take out all those AC vents and just replace them before you add the trim. So let me go ahead and do this N1 here and show you how it's done. You want to, because they got some tabs as well on the side and clips, and you want to kind of like line that up, line up this clip over this side, and there's clips over the other side, so there's 4 clips total. And then you just want to clip it in the groove. Just want to clip it in the groove, guys. Alright guys, so I have the dash back in place, the trim and everything. As you can see, all the vents are back. All I did was, once you have the vents in, you just line back the dash trim back with everything with the clips and just pushing. It didn't take no more than a minute, but because it's getting late, it starts to rain. But here we go guys, the moment of truth. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start the vehicle. And we have our radio on. And now let's go ahead and test the settings. There we go. Everything seems to be working. The middle buttons are working now. Let's try the top. Everything seems to be working. The tune. Yep. That's it guys. We got everything working again. Hey, if this video was helpful, go ahead, like, share, subscribe guys. This is not, these videos are not easy to make. It's starting to rain, but I figured somebody would need help. But go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.